Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Poppin Off. I am your host, Pd PopOff. How's everybody doing out there, huh? You doing good? Good. So today, there's really no ranting and raving, although the day is young. So what I'm going to talk about, and this is a little bit different than the normal tone of the conversations that I have with myself on this podcast, but what I'm gonna ramble about is gratitude. I'm very grateful today. Very grateful. I mean, for one, right? I'm clean, I'm sober. That's a beautiful thing. And for two, my kids are like good. My wife is good. My kids are good, right? Like it hit me like all I ever wanted. This is the truth, man. All I ever wanted was to be a dad and to be a good dad. And that probably, revolves around fucking daddy issues, right? Dad dying, my biological dad dying when I was a child. Like, I'm pretty sure that is the stem. But I became a dad, and it was like, oh, well, mission accomplished. And then the next mission became, well, fuck, I want to be a good dad, right? Like, I want to be present. I want to be the best dad ever. I want to be super dad. And that's a lot of fucking pressure. A lot of pressure. And, to the fathers out there listening, I'm sure you get it. That's a lot of pressure to be super dad, super husband, super son, super fucking uncle, super everything, right? Like for me personally, I want to be the best I can at anything I do. And for me, when things get hard or they get challenging and I'm not able to succeed according to my standards right off the bat, I get really discouraged. And as the fathers out there know, like that's fatherhood in a nutshell, right? Things are constantly hard, things are constantly a challenge. But then it dawned on me the other day and today, as I'm, on this here road running this goddamn route, reflecting on things, like shit, my kids are better than I ever was. And as a father, that's all I ever wanted. I would tell my kids that. And it probably gave them a complex. I probably gave them a few complexes along the way. I probably traumatized them here and there. And that's all right. Thank God for therapy. But like the one thing that I always preached to them was, hey, do better than me. And I would say that because I had a negative self-image, right? Like I would say that a lot, do better than me, because I viewed myself as a failure, that I did things incorrectly, that I had a lot of shortcomings, which I do. But I never once thought to put myself in their shoes to see how they viewed me. And that hit home because my kids know my kids know everything there is to know about me. I don't keep secrets in our fucking house, and I don't lie. There are no secrets, there are no lies in our household. In the pop off residence, there are no secrets, there are no lies. We don't do that shit. So they know everything about me. They know my fuck ups. They know my demons. They know my addictions. They know my superfluities. They know my vice. They know all of it. But it never dawned on me once that maybe my kids view me better than I viewed myself. And my kids, my youngest daughter and my son said, "Dad, can you stop saying that?" And I said, "Well, why?" They said, "Because it puts a lot of pressure on us." And I was like, wait, what do you mean pressure? Like I said, like in my mind, I set the bar pretty fucking low for you guys. What are you talking about? And they're like, "No, you didn't set the bar pretty low. you set it pretty high. And that almost made me break down and cry. I mean, it did actually. I mean, I didn't have a full-fledged fucking waterworks, but I definitely teared up. And I'm like, whoa, dude, my kids view me better than I view myself. They view me as successful, intelligent, devilishly goddamn handsome, annoying, funny, popular. And I was like, whoa. I mean, that was just, I don't know, it was like a kick in the gut, right? This whole time I've been telling them, do better than me, be better than me, because of my negative image of myself. Because of the, you know what I mean? Like, because of my own consciousness. I didn't say the word right. Don't care. You know what I mean. Fuck you. And to know that they view me completely opposite is fucking beautiful, man. It's crazy. And you know, I've gotten to this point in life where I'm not trying to impress anybody. And a lot of people say this, but they don't mean it. But I really do mean it. Like, I don't give a shit what people think of me. I really don't. My actions definitely dictate that. Like, I don't give a shit what people think of me. The only people that I can honestly 100% say that I give a shit what they think of me are my kids and myself. And that's a hard one. For myself, that's a hard one. Because you know, you guys understand, life beats you down, right? The things you go through in childhood, the things you go through in life, period, right? Like, it beats you down. It sometimes forces you to have a certain image of yourself that may or may not be true. So I work on that. You know, I got a lot of regrets. I got a lot of things I wish I had did differently. But my kids, like, and my wife, those are really the ones I care, like, how they view me. I don't care how my mom views me. I don't care how my dad views me. I don't care how society at large views me. Don't care about how my employer views me. I don't give a shit. My fellowships and fraternities that I belong to, I don't give a shit how they view me. All I really give a shit about how I am viewed is by my kids. Like, I've reached that point. And, you know, God willing, one day, how my grandkids view me. You know, my whole life, I've been going around, parading around, putting on facades and all this other stuff, trying to entertain other people's bullshit, other people's standards, other people's views of me and how I'm viewed, just to compensate for my own negative self-reflection, right? And, you know, it really hit home the other day. I got one daughter, stepdaughter. She's not biologically mine, but that is my daughter. Like, make no bones about it. She might not have came out of my nuts, all right? But she got my heart. I am her dad. Make no mistake. And, you know, she just finished up her classes at college, passed all her classes, all her exams. Now she's getting ready to go into summer classes so she can expedite the process of getting her fucking degree. That's awesome. Better than I ever did. I got another daughter who's graduating high school next week. Graduating high school, dude. And not just graduating, but graduating with honors. Better than I ever did. She ain't smoking weeds. She ain't drinking. And if she is, I don't know about it. That right, better than I ever did, dude. I got a son who's 13, and he just finished out his school year making honor roll. And then that same day found out he got awards for his performance in sports. Better than I ever did, dude. Like, they have, at a very young age, surpassed where I was at each point of their lives. And they have surpassed every stage. I don't know if I'm articulating this correctly. They've done better than I did at every stage in my life at their age. Like, that gives me so much gratitude and hope that they're going to be A-okay. They got a good moral compass. They got a good head on their shoulders. They know right from wrong. Like, I can't dictate to them what to do or how to do it. They got to live their lives. All I can do is just be in their corner for advice and maybe stay in their ear and be their conscience if they ever lose sight of their conscience. You know what I mean? Which I don't think they will. But they might. It happens. I don't expect them to be angels. They got to figure this life shit out the same way we all did. Some of us, like myself, we got to figure it out the rough, rugged, and hard way. And I still haven't really figured it out. All I know is I can just do the best that I can. So, like, that's got me super, super grateful that they are all succeeding far past my level of expectations for them. And I did not set the bar low for them. So, yeah, that's where we're at today. Just a level of gratefulness, being grateful, thankful, just, yeah, we're rolling with it, dude. Don't really got anything, like, funny to talk about. I mean, I guess I could. So, in the midst of my gratefulness, right, I call up Mammy PopOff. Mammy, I call up Mammy PopOff. I said, "What's going on, Ma? What you up to?" She goes, "I'm just cleaning." I said, "Well, good. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Just fucking with her." She's like, "Shut up. I'm not in the mood." I'm like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And she just let off on me, dude. I said, "Well, Ma, like, not to be an asshole here, but you've had all month to clean. Why are you waiting for the last minute?" Well, that did not go right. And then she started blaming my wife and my daughters for not coming over and helping her. I was like, "Hey, dude, like, Ma, they offered 4 weeks in a row, and you reneged on them. You said you weren't feeling it." Well, that was the wrong thing to say. And, and all I could do was laugh at her. I'm like, "Ma, you're being a fucking psycho. Like, what's going on with you, dude?" And she told me to shut the fuck up, that she wasn't in the mood for it. And I said, "All right, well, hey, love you. Off you go. Get that goddamn Oric vacuum to use." And then she hung up on me. But that's like the nature of the beast, right? Like, that's my mom in a nutshell. Love her. Crazy old bitch. Love her. But that's how it has been in my childhood, and it's refreshing to see that that's how it is for my grandkids and my wife, too. Like, I don't take it so personal. That's just my mama. She will gaslight you, and she will play on your conscience, make you feel guilty. And it's like, well, dude, I don't know what to tell you. But the reality is, I think she's mad because she knows that I'm actually right. So she's mad at herself. But, trying to get my mom to admit that, you're better off pulling teeth out of a goddamn great white shark. And all I could do was giggle. And, yeah, she lit me up, dude. She said, "Hey, I'm going to let you go." I said, "Yeah, you good?" She goes, No, I'm not good. You're laughing at me. You think it's all fucking games and it's all funny, and I got shit to do. I said, all right, well, get that orc going. Get that goddamn Hoover going, turkey, and vacuum that shit up. Let's go. And then I get hung up on, dude. And it's fine. It's fine. You ain't gonna piss on my parade. I'm grateful. You can all go shit in your hat. So yeah, we're dealing with that. Other than that, dude, you know, there's some mixed emotions. Like, my baby girl's graduating. I have prepared her along with my wife. We have prepared her the best we can for this cruel, cruel, unfair world. I'm not trying to be a downer, but as anybody with any sense of reality knows, the world's a beautiful place, but it's also a cruel, cold one too. The world is not fair. It's just not. But that's life, right? Not everything can always be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn farts, man. All you can do is just take it with a grain of salt, not take it personal, and keep fucking persevering, That's all you can do. So that, there's some mixed emotions, man, because I know life is going to do what life does to her. And I just want her to be good. That's it. I just want her to be good. I want her to not be afraid to reach out and ask for advice, ask for help, ask for suggestions. But she is my daughter, and I already know that she's not going to do that. She's going to internalize it until it boils over. And then she's forced to ask for help, or until somebody forcefully intervenes to help. That's been the trend. That's been the trajectory. So I'm just hoping that she learns how to advocate for herself and ask for help. It's not easy. It is a learned thing. Some people are just natural at it. She is not. And that's all right. And then other than that, dude, my oldest daughter, you can't tell her shit. She works full time. She goes to college. She lives at home. And yeah, you can't tell her shit. And there is no need to tell her anything. She just she is an adult. She's a young adult. She got her shit together. She wants to move out. I keep telling her no. Because your little bullshit job, you're making 17 an hour. Why put yourself in a situation to struggle? Why put yourself in a situation to struggle when you got it made in the shade right now? You know what I'm saying? But I respect it. She wants to move out. She can move out. But we ain't paying for your shit. We are not one of those parents that's going to be like, oh, yeah, go ahead and move out. We're going to pay for your insurance, your rent, your electric. Nah, dog. When you move out, dude, you're on your own. You got to figure this shit out the same way me and your mother did. We'll be there to help you occasionally if we're able to, but we ain't made of money. You know what I'm saying? I am no longer your provider. I am your advisor. You ain't got money? Well, I would advise you to go do that. I would advise you to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then my boy, he's 13. So he still gets to reap the rewards of being the youngest. And yeah, he's doing his thing, man. The kid, he's got a fucking knack for sports. He's a natural. And that's just not my assessment. Like I'm not trying to big him up because he's my son. That's the assessment of coaches, the high school coaches, the middle school coaches, the high school coaches. He's got a knack for it. He's just naturally athletic. His brain just gets it. He can see the bigger picture of things. It's better than I ever did, man. So I just want him to keep his head on straight because, I truly believe the sky is the limit for the kid. As long as he can keep his head on straight. He got some awards. And the beautiful thing about these awards is, you know, they're not participation trophies. For the award ceremony at his school, they don't do this bullshit participation trophy. Oh, you played a sport, here's a trophy. Nah, dog. You got to earn your keep around here. And he got himself an award. He got a coach's award. I forgot what the subject was for, but it was a coach's award. Basically, you know, you you inspire the team, you inspire greatness, you put the work in, you don't slack, you make plays, you know. Um, the coaches award are a very coveted thing where he goes to school. And then the second, like the runner-up trophy is an MVP trophy. And yeah, man, he earned that. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. That's what you get. You put the work in, you know, you sacrifice the bullshit and you keep your eye on the prize. And, you know, I'm not trying to turn this political, but I'm gonna. You fucking sissy liberals could take a page out of his book. He's only 13 and he could show you fucking sissy cucks a thing or two. You know, hey, I know you don't like hearing it, but yeah, grab yourself by the bootstraps, bitch, and put the work in. I know some of you are disadvantaged. I understand that. I'm not retarded. But, you know, nothing great came from instant gratification. Sometimes you have to fucking put 10 years in. Sometimes you have to put 20 years in and strive for greatness. You know, the beauty's in the struggle. God knows I've fucking struggled for a long time. But we're in a society now where everything is instant gratification, instant clicks on a post, instant fucking reactions, you know? That's not how the shit works, man. It's not how the shit works at all. So I'm just proud of the boy. And you know, we're an American family, dude. We hold on to American values and ideals. We put God first, family second, and that's a very close first and second. God and family, in my opinion, and this is just me, are very, very, very close. It's very similar. You know, school third, school and work third. You know, community right there. And I put them in order, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the way I the way I operate is there's no gaps. The priorities are all circumstantial. But those things, those four things are quite literally the most important things. God, family, work, school, community. There's no real gap, right? The priority depends upon the circumstance. It's that simple. Got to make what do they call it? You got to have order out of chaos. So yeah, that's what we're popped up. That's what we popped off about today. Is gratitude, gratefulness. You know. So if you guys are into this shit, send a follow. If you guys are into retarded fucking memes, stupid videos, stupid jokes, dark humor, things of that sort. If you're just a real person looking for truth, reality, somebody that talks to you like a normal fucking person, I'm your guy. Follow me on all socials, right? We're on the Tik Tok. We're on the Mark Zuckerberg. We're on the Instagram. We're on the X. We're on the Elon. You know, we're on that shit. We're on Clapper. We are on YouTube. We're on Spotify. Hey, hey, dude. We're all over. You understand? We're like fucking HPV out this bitch. We're all over, dude. That's right. Fuck you. Off you go.